We also had debate and vote on the floor regarding yet another continuing resolution. And frequent listeners to this program will know how much I loathe this. I loathe it to my bones. I know that the entire ecosystem that the corrupt swamp thrives off of demands that we just take one up or down vote on extending the funding of government or not. And that's why we put things in the rules like 72-hour provision to review single subject. And you know what they did today? They passed a continuing resolution by suspending the rules. All of them. Just suspending the rules and putting it on the floor. And they were able to do it because the uniparty allowed it. Because the two-thirds, if you have two-thirds, if you have all the Democrats and a bunch of sellout Republicans, then you know what? You can do a whole lot. You can blow through the rules that we're trying to put in place. I debated against this continuing resolution on the floor today. Take a listen.
Watching House Republicans is like watching a football team whose best play is the punt and the block. Now, I've tried to throw a few Hail Marys along the way, and I'm glad that we blocked the bad Langford amnesty bill, but we punted on needed FISA reforms. We blocked the McConnell supplemental for now, but we punt yet again on needed spending cuts. We blocked additional aid and additional U.S. involvement in this war in Ukraine, and indeed we punted Kevin McCarthy, who authorized $115 billion to Ukraine. But here we gather to punt yet again. Last I checked, the Republicans actually have a majority in the House of Representatives, but you wouldn't know it if you looked at our checkbook, because we are all too willing to continue the policy choices of Joe Biden and the spending levels of Nancy Pelosi instead of showing the will and the courage to say that this woke and weaponized government has to be defanged. It has to be attacked. It has to see reductions in spending. And while many Americans have lived most of their lives not actually paying a price for the national debt because we are $34 trillion in debt, because we are on our way to $50 trillion in debt, the Americans who work hard all over this country are seeing higher gas prices, higher grocery prices, higher interest rates, and all we seem to offer is low energy and low T in the face of those mounting challenges. We ought to be rejecting this CR. We ought to pass single subject spending bills, and we ought to vote for the spending cuts that this country desperately needs. I yield back.
We're back live. We won that debate, but lost the vote overwhelmingly. I don't even think we got 100 Republicans voting against it, which, you know, when you got 200 plus, you have to start by getting a majority of the majority. And today, a majority of the majority voted for yet another continuing resolution, continuing the Pelosi-Biden spending levels, the Pelosi-Biden policy choices. People worked hard for this House majority, and we are not utilizing the leverage sufficient to meet the needs and to stop some of the just march to perdition that the Pelosi-Biden plan will take us down. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel with notifications turned on. You won't want to miss any of the breaking news.